by its emphasis on customer loyalty and retention, its outstanding reputation in the automotive industry, and its dedicated involvement in local communities as a generous and supportive corporate citizen. Some of these examples are Fight for Air Climb. Fight for Air Climb was the scale in the stratosphere. For the second year, Toyota of Las Vegas was a major sponsor of Fight for Air Climb, a real lung buster that races up to 1,149 feet and 1,455 steps of the stratosphere. The stratosphere boasts that it is the tallest freestanding observation tower in the United States. Everybody knows that. I use it as a point of reference. If I'm lost, if I know where the stratosphere is, I know how to get home. For the Fight for Air motto, we climb for those who can't breathe on their own. The team, which some of them are here, Sarah, Jasmine, James, right here, they raised together $11,000 towards to support the association's efforts to combat all forms of lung disease. So let's give them a nice hand for raising money. We also had a food drive for Helping Hands of Nevada. We were able to load the bed of a Tacoma truck with groceries and donate it to the organization. That organization was established in 2000. Helping Hands of Vegas Valley is a nonprofit organization with a mission to provide free assisted service to senior citizens in southern Nevada, allowing them to maintain their dignity while improving health and daily living. We also participate in Injured Police Officers Fund. We donate $300 towards the fund when a vehicle is purchased through that particular program. So, and the last thing I'd like to mention, but not least, is our scholarship program. On the counter here, if you have a student going into college, Toyota of Las Vegas has partnered up with Hot 97.5 and offered 2 scholarships. So if you're interested in the program, the scholarships are to CSN. So if you're interested in the program, there's brochures here at the receptionist. It's a really great program and an opportunity to get a free ride for CSN, right? There's one other thing that I'd like to mention. We just, on the table, there's some handouts like this that talk about our new mobile app. Some of you might have looked at it already. What you can do is you can go to the Google Play store, or you can go to the Apple store and download the application for free. What it allows you is to keep track of your service records. It has a promo on here that if you have 4 paid oil changes, you get your 5th one for free. It allows you to schedule your appointments through the application. It's very simple. Some applications that we've seen are very complicated. We made this very simple and easy to use so that you can navigate it. It has roadside assistance, so that if you're driving along the United States and you need to call, you just hit the roadside assistance button. It will call roadside assistance for you. So it's got a lot of great features in there, and I hope you enjoy it. Please take the time to download it while you're here with the free Wi-Fi. And now I'll hand it off to Mike Weaver, the service manager. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Guido. All right, we're going to get this thing rolling. I'm going to introduce you to some very key people and important people in this organization. Very important to myself. And again, some of you may have already met Jasmine and Sarah. They're our customer relations ladies. Sarah is also our internal manager.
Jasmine.
So on your purchases, if you had to come back and get floor mats or a sun visor or some special part that you needed or something that you ordered, all weather floor mats, I'm sure you've dealt with Sarah. The first 30 days you own your car. If you have any questions, she's always here. She puts in pretty close as many hours as I do. But these 2 young ladies are tireless. They're here from open to close almost every day. And if I need anything, they're a phone call away. And the same thing for you folks. If you have any questions, our phones are open. My phone is open. If I don't happen to answer, I'll call you back, I promise. I'd like to introduce you to some of our staff. First, you already met Guido. He is our Parts and Service Director, or Fixed Ops Director. Mr. Ken Henry, he's our Parts Manager. Mr. Ricky Gray, he's our Assistant Parts Manager. We have these two gentlemen in the uniforms. This is Fred and Gene. They have, and I'm going to guess at this, but they have pretty close to combined experience of close to 70 years between the two of them. Yeah, they started when they were like 9. They're both master diagnostic technicians. They're both master technicians, and trust me, they can fix it. We have not been able to not fix one. We can fix every car, every Toyota. Some of you might have bought a pre-owned that's not a Toyota. We have guys that can do that as well. Next, I'd like to introduce 4 of our 8 service advisors. We have Victor. ¿Se habla español? Mike McDermott, Phil Thomas, and Scott Gaffarini. Any of you been around for a while, follow the race car circuit? We also sponsor Mr. Gaffarini. He races at the bull ring. How many years state champion? 6 years state champion for the state of Nevada. But if you have any questions on your vehicles, feel free to get one of their business cards tonight. Get to know them, they'll get to know you. And it is important when you come in that you do know that you have a relationship with your service advisor. They find out how you like to be, it sounds silly, but spoken to, how you like things, how you like your vehicle handled. This is your pride and joy. They deal with anywhere from 15 to 40 customers a day, but like I explained to them on a daily basis, this is your only one Toyota, or your only 2 Toyota, if you happen to own 2. And how important it is whether you're the first customer or the 35th customer. And if you ever have any issues, any questions, our doors are always open. Y'all got a pamphlet. We're going to go over this kind of quick because we don't want you to go to sleep. I think you've had all those carbohydrates now. I see some of you nodding off already. But just, feel free to thumb along. First page just kind of talks about your warranty. Your basic warranty is 3 years, 36,000 miles. If you bought a pre-owned, and it's certified, it comes with 7 years or 100,000 miles on the powertrain, 1 year roadside assistance. On your brand new vehicles, it's 5 years or 60,000 miles on the powertrain. So, and it kind of gives you some examples there. One word I'm going to mention to you, and I'm going to, by a show of hands, find out how many actually have even opened this book. 2 words, owner's manual. Does anybody know what that is? Anybody see what color it is? Okay, I've seen 3, 4 hands, 5 hands. There is some, it would put me to sleep, I understand, but that's your little Bible. You got a question, something goes on. I did give you a handout. We did that separately of all the different warning indicators. That can come in handy. Fold that up, put it in your glove box. How many of you bought hybrid vehicles? All right, we got a few out there. Good news, your warranty on your hybrid system is 8 years, 100,000 miles from the factory. Yeah, that's good stuff right there. You also get 2 years or 25 months complimentary maintenance. Most of your vehicles now use a synthetic blend oil. You're going to get 5 services. If you don't put a lot of miles in it on your vehicle, I want you here 5 months from the day you bought it. We want to make sure you get all 5 of your complimentary services. For all your vehicles that do require the zero-weight synthetic blend, you only get your oil change every 10,000 miles. How many Scion owners? Okay, you come in every 7,500 miles. A little bit different. Depending. Again, check your owner's manual. With the no-cost maintenance, you also get 2 years roadside assistance, tire service, battery jump starts, emergency fuel delivery, just in case you forgot to stop. If you look at the next page, benefits. All these things that we're talking about reduce your cost of ownership. All your services here are performed by trained Toyota technicians, Toyota parts, lease customers. You still got to meet your regular maintenance obligations, and it does help maintain your resale value. Again, 24-hour roadside assistance should you have any problems after hours when we're not here. Speaking of which, Monday through Friday, our hours are 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. That's parts and service. Saturdays, 7 to 4. That next page talks about the 020 synthetic oil. I won't go over that again. The following page talks about conventional oil or synthetic oil. If you own some older vehicles, pre-owned vehicles, and it does use the conventional, your 5,000 mile service is an oil change and a tire rotation. Gives you a copy of your basic maintenance schedule. Again, talks about your Toyota Care every 5,000 miles. On there it says 6 months. Please don't wait 6, come in every 5. If you wait 6, you might miss out on that last maintenance. And again, we want to give you every nickel that you got coming. So 5,000 miles or 5 months, make sure you get in here. Star Safety. Anybody still drive a clutch? Anybody have a manual transmission? All right. On your automatic vehicles, if you're using your right foot for the gas and you touch the brake pedal with your left foot, it's going to take your accelerator away. It's supposed to do that. So don't, oh my gosh, what happened? Look down. If you got your left foot on the brake, take it off, release the gas pedal, re-accelerate, and you get your gas pedal back. Talks about there's a lot of, we could go on and on about the safety features, all the computers, smart stop technology. Some of your vehicles have now a radar system, so that if you're driving along and somebody pulls in front of you and steps on the brakes, and you're talking to your spouse because you forgot to get milk. Been there, done that. Some of your vehicles, if they have that system, will actually stop themselves. So don't be alarmed, your car's not broken. Excuse me. Floor mat safety. All your vehicles, or most of your vehicles, come with factory floor mats. There's little tabs that they lock in. I already see vehicles that come in that are brand new, have a piece of rug over the top of them, piece of plastic over the top of them. That is a big no-no. You guys remember a few years ago, the unintended acceleration? All right, 99% of that was people were stacking floor mats, and what happens is they slide up underneath the gas pedal. You step on the gas pedal, that's what binds up the gas pedal. So please do not stack your floor mats. If your vehicle didn't happen to come with floor mats, see the parts department, we can get you set up with some so that you're safe for the entire time you own your vehicle. Dealership advantage, again, factory trained, certified technicians, diagnostic tools, manufacturer support. And believe it or not, a lot of people go, well, it's cheaper down the street. Call Jiffy Lube, call your neighborhood shop, find out what they charge you for a 020 synthetic blend oil change. I'm guessing it's going to be somewhere between $75 and $85. And then call us and we'll see you the next morning. All right, we're going to start wrapping this up. We'd already talked about the mobile application. Obviously, you're not going to need that right away, but it will help you keep track of your maintenance on your vehicle. So even though you're not going to need it for 25 months or 25,000 miles, download the app. You can go on there, you can set your appointments. It just makes it really easy. We're going to talk about 3 big things that nobody tells you about. You go to the gas station, you get out the hose, and you're at $28.74. How many people are going to round up to the next dollar? Don't do that anymore. Please. Here's what happens. When it clicks off, stop fueling. That extra 24 cents really isn't going to get you that far, and it can actually cause damage to your fuel system, your fuel service. If you overfill that tank, it goes places where it's not supposed to go. That's one of those things, unfortunately, we cannot cover under manufacturer's warranty. It does talk about that in your owner's manual. It's about a $1,300 repair. Don't top off the tank. If you have kids, you let somebody borrow your car, that is of utmost importance. We'd hate to see you have to come in here and have to go through that. But I can tell you we see it every week. Tire pressures. We have extreme fluctuation in tire pressures here, from 115 to 28 degrees at different times of the year. How many of you check your tire pressure every time you put fuel in your vehicle? Yeah, that's what I thought. So, when that little light comes on, and if you look at your little sheet that I gave you, when that light comes on, there's not something wrong with your car. think about the last time you had your tire pressures checked. Now, we're more than happy to do it here, but sometimes it takes 30 to 45 minutes. Just letting you know, we'll do it as quick as we can. Have someone check your tire pressure about every 2 weeks. There's a sticker on your door frame. Tells you what you should have. I'd usually bump that by about 3 pounds. And then you shouldn't have nearly as many issues. How many of you are familiar with, excuse me, with the green hose? Who knows what the green hose is? The green hose is diesel fuel. Do not use the green hose. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Make sure when you hit that button, you don't inadvertently hit the diesel hose. That is a green monster. Again, you might make it a block and your car goes blip, 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 and off the side of the road. They do not run on diesel. At this point, in the United States, Toyota does not have a diesel vehicle. Same thing, unfortunately. You put diesel fuel in your vehicle, it can be very expensive. Fuel injectors, spark plugs, draining the tank. Draining that tank that you just spent $40, $50 on. Some of you that have Tundras or Highlanders, maybe $60 on. Stay away from the green monster. Please. Don't top it off. Tire pressure, stay away from the green monster. You'll enjoy your Toyota for many years to come. Alright, here's what we're going to do. We're going to divide you up. Ladies, what do we got? 3 groups again? Three? Do they have numbers or am I just splitting them up? Alright, so y'all have numbers 1, 2, and 3. And who's going to take our groups? Oh, you know what? Again, before I forget, I know you got briefly introduced. This is Monica Fox. She runs Caliber Collision right over here on, I think it's 3131 Fremont Street. Hopefully you'll never need her or her facility, but if you do, they do a phenomenal job. They are our partners. They help us out all the time. Unfortunately, you've seen this dealership, and you've seen how many cars are around this dealership. Yeah, every once in a while we have a little oops here as well, so don't feel bad, don't be ashamed. It happens to all of us. She's here, they're here to help us, and again, Buca di Beppo compliments the Caliber Collision, so let's give it up for them one more time. They do not have numbers? Okay. Okay, perfect. All right, we have some stations in the back. We're going to show you some basics. We have kind of like a maintenance table. We have a how do I jump start my vehicle table. What else we got back there? Into navigation. So if you have some questions, we'll probably spend 5 to 10 minutes at each station. And who do we got going first? Well, we're going to have 3 groups. All right, Mike and Victor. All right, we're going to have these first 3 tables. Follow Mike and Victor. They're going to walk you around. They're going to show you the service department. If you haven't been here, the service drive, show you where you come in. Make sure you pull all the way out. They're going to kind of show you the fundamentals of how you come in if you have a question or a concern or you're due for a maintenance. And like I said, oh, how many of you have ever experienced an airbag going off? Okay, before we dismiss everybody back there, we are going to set off an airbag. It is very loud. So cover up the little one's ears if you choose. Honestly, if anyone has a heart condition and they think that a very loud noise might bother them, we'll give you a minute or 2 heads up so you can step out. We're going to set off the airbag. It's really cool. It's really cool when it's back there. It's not so cool when it happens in your car. Been there, done that, bought the truck. And then we're going to come back up here and you got some raffle tickets. We are going to raffle off some door prizes, some gifts. We got some really cool stuff to give away. So when we're done there, we're going to come back up here, and then we'll do that. We'll get it done real quick. So tables 1, 2, and 3, you'll follow these 2 gentlemen. And each family was given some numbers, a 1, a 2, and a 3. Make sure when you enter the service area, you grab one of the bags that's on the rack, and you use that to carry all your stuff. We got some water bottles back there. We got some really nice giveaways. I think part of what the giveaways are tire pressure gauges. So if you don't know how, great time to learn. So tables 1, 2, and 3 right here, folks. Right here, back in the corner. These next three tables, hold on for just a moment. We're going to give them a minute to get ahead of us. Victor, do we have these folks coming here? Who's going next? All right, Mr. Scott Gaffalini is going to take these next three tables. Come on up and